They're business class customers.
This is not the Mile High Club, we've got vegan style.
Hi guys, welcome back.
Very well coordinated. On target. Welcome back to another mukbang video.
It's that time of the week again where we eat together. So
Yes.
pause the video, go and grab yourself a vegan meal, come back and let's eat together.
Right. Our meal today.
Alright.
It's very colourful, but I tell you what, it's very cold because it's just been sitting here for. We've taken way too long.
Way too long to set up. Alright, we've got tri-coloured rice, red, brown, and what's the other colour? Black. We've got some tempeh,
Orange,
fermented soybeans, which has been.
purple.
We've got some paprika, some herbs and garlic powder on there.
Plain.
Plain.
Reroute. So annoying.
Or reroute if you're in the States.
It's reroute when Aussies.
We've got some edamame beans. These are soybeans before they've been dried, yeah?
We buy these from the market. We don't cook them ourselves. They're very tasty. I like them.
We've got some green beans, some red and yellow bell peppers, and the sauce, or the dressing, is soy sauce, lime juice, agave syrup, and rice vinegar.
Rice wine?
Rice wine vinegar, rice vinegar, same deal. There you go, guys. That's lunch. What are you guys having?
Let us know. Put your meal, your recipe down below. Can we finally take a bite? No, I was going to say no shit. This is going to be really cold.
Yeah.
But we'll just pretend that it's yummy because nobody knows.
No, and we had it the other night, to be fair, and it was really nice because it was warm, but we just took way too long to set up.
Cold beans.
Grain of rice. Almost choked.
Oh, we should almost put this in the microwave. Oh, God, it's a real good one today.
No, it's a rice. Hey, do you guys, when some food goes down the wrong way, who has uses or has heard of the expression, it went down the wrong tube?
How many tubes are there? How many tubes are there?
Is that just an Australian thing to say, or even not just Australian, but is it just, our thing to say it went down the wrong tube, or does anyone else say that?
Like, where does it go? That's the thing, when you choke on something.
It must get in.
But there's only one
No,
passage, is it not? What other tube is there? Nearly 40 years on this planet, we still don't know where that grain of rice goes. It's like when you take some water, you drink some water, and it goes down the wrong tube and you're choking. It's like...
It's going down the windpipe, I'm pretty sure. And somehow there must be instances where...
They cross? Who crossed the wires? Who crossed the wires?
It's a Seinfeld episode.
It's really, I was just going to say, it's turned into Seinfeld already. Acceptable?
Yeah.
It's just cold. Should we zap it? I can't be bothered.
I can't be bothered.
Just
Tempeh overboard.
Alright. Today is an awesome day, is it not?
It's always a good day.
Of course, you guys don't know what goes on before we start recording. Today's an awesome day because we are sure ready to hit the UK. This is so bad. It's a bad video. Just pretend you're not watching this, but you are watching this. We're heading to the UK and Ireland very soon.
Yeah! It's going to be good. We're getting excited.
A week and a bit? A week and a few days? Oh, I'm pumped. I'm feeling pumped. So we want to really quickly run you guys through. I've got my laptop here.
If you're in the UK or in Ireland and you're coming to see us, are you pumped? Let us know in the comments below. Let's get pumped together.
Yeah, I'm going to come and see you, but I'm not really pumped about it.
Probably, yeah.
All right.
Come on, let's get excited.
Let's get excited. Okay. I just want to quickly run through a few dates and a few things. I want to direct everybody to our Facebook page, That Vegan Couple. I want you to click on events, and that's where you're going to see everything. Now, please, 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 please. I've not got tempeh on lips. Damn it.
No, you're good.
You got things on your tips already.
Have I?
See, he's doing it again.
But everyone...
But then, no, you missed it. No, wait.
Everyone said no one could...
You still got it. Wait, I'm going to pick it off. Okay, do you see that?
Remember last episode?
No, it's all blurry.
Everybody said
There, it doesn't
that they
matter.
couldn't see the
I can
coriander
see
or
it.
cilantro.
Whatever.
You're looking at the lens. You don't need to look at my lips.
Look, guys, we need your help. What we need is for people who are living in the areas that we're going to share these events and to invite people along to these events. All you got to do is click on the button on Facebook that says share and invite, because we want to get as many people as we can.
Yeah.
You know, we're coming a long way, and it's a lot of effort.
That's right.
To put these tours together.
And it's not limited to just inviting vegans, is it?
No,
We want
please.
not yet vegans to attend as many of our events as possible.
Absolutely. We would
that
love
be
for
ideal.
people to bring a not yet vegan to a visual, especially to see the animals on those trucks is incredibly powerful. So bring someone in your life, you know, family member or friend or your partner, and help them make the connection there with us. So yes, please share these events and invite people, because it absolutely kills us. How many people have said, I missed you in the US, or I didn't know this was happening, or no, don't miss us.
That's right.
It's awful to hear that later on.
And sometimes it's because they haven't received notifications from YouTube, even though they've selected to receive notifications.
Yeah.
So they just didn't learn about the video that way, or maybe they haven't got notifications turned on our Facebook or Instagram page, or maybe they have and they're still not being notified. But
I don't know. Please follow us on Instagram, especially. We're going to post a lot of updates there. All right, super quick. So it kicks off in London. 31st of July is the meetup. We're going to be in London till the 3rd of August. And workshop. Meetup and workshop 31st of August. Oh, jeez. Start again. Meetup and workshop 31st of July. We will be in London until the 3rd of August. We'll have several events going on. We've got a cube, we've got a visual.
And a DXE disruption.
Yes.
Did everyone hear that? It was a DXE disruption, direct action everywhere.
All those events are now up on Facebook, and then you will see we're heading to Dublin next, and then Belfast, and then Glasgow.
Glasgow, like toe, so, even though there you go.
Edinburgh, UK campout, the vegan campout will be there. Looking forward to meeting so many people who have said they're going as well.
August 20 to 23, we are in Manchester and Liverpool. Technically, we're in Manchester from 20 to 22.
And then we're going to take a day trip to Liverpool.
Yeah, but if you wanted to, if you live in Liverpool and you wanted to attend our Meetup and Activism workshop, you got to come to the Manchester one on the 20th.
Because they're so close.
But we'll come and do a vigil and a cube in Liverpool on the 23rd.
Yeah.
Confused yet?
A day trip there. We'll be back in London for the official Animal Rights March. Very excited on that.
Got to come to that, guys.
Got
to come to that. Let's make that a massive march. If you can't make it to the London one, it's taking place in many places all around the world, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So look up official Animal Rights March on Facebook.
Yes. The day after that, in London, they're doing a worldwide AV, Anonymous for the Voiceless, meetup and cube. So that's where we'll be. Then on the 27th, we're going to take a trip to Ipswich. And we're going to do the workshop there, and then we're going to have lunch together, and then we've got a cube. The day after that, we're going to go, we're trying to go to Suffolk to do a visual, but that hasn't been locked in yet, but I know that that's probably going to happen.
Yeah. And then on the 1st of September, we're going to Birmingham to do a meetup and a workshop.
Yes.
And we're also going to do some outreach there in the afternoon.
Absolutely. So lots of things going on. Everything is on the Facebook events tab. Some things are still getting worked out, but the majority of it is there. So please check it out. Please come and join us. Please share it. Please, what else do I have to do? Invite. And it's going to be absolutely awesome. It's a very short trip. It's a quick, intense 5 weeks, but we're squeezing in as much as we can.
Yeah, and by some things not yet being worked out, you mean that the events for those things aren't quite there on the Facebook page yet. So what's on the Facebook page at the moment isn't the full extent of what we will be doing during that 5 weeks, but at some point it will be.
Yes.
Once those events have been finalised and the event page is made.
But literally like 99.99% of it is there and ready to go. Okay. Anything else for the tour?
If you're not in the UK or Ireland, but you are going to attend the official Animal Rights March in your country or the worldwide AV meetup in your country, let us know in the comments below. Let's get excited together about these massive events.
Yeah.
Because this is really what it's about, isn't it? It's coming together locally, simultaneously, globally, to make a statement for animal rights on these important days.
Absolutely. So we need big numbers. That really makes a difference.
Do whatever you need to do to shift your work schedule or what have you, so that you can take part in these massive global events.
Well, they're on the weekend.
They are?
The marches are Saturday and the cubes are
Some
Sunday.
people work on the weekend as well.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah. Do whatever you can to get there, guys. It's really important. You know, when the media is at these events, you know, 10,000 looks so much better than 5,000.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 5,000 looks so much better than 2,500. Yeah, everybody counts. Literally.
I also want to mention that we are having a Dominion film screening in Dublin and in Belfast. So that's something new. We're trying to get one in Scotland as well. I think either in Glasgow and Edinburgh. I can't remember which place we're trying to get that set up. I think Glasgow. Yeah, Glasgow. We'll see. But definitely if you're in Ireland, see I said it.
Yeah.
Aha. And you want to watch Dominion with us, we're also going to do a talk and a Q&A at both of those events. So come and join us. All right, that's the tour. So today we are going to talk about a few things that have been in the vegan news. The TBC news desk is back. First story we want to talk about today. This is very interesting and very good to see. I think this is opening the doorway to the future.
Yeah. So, plant-based Impossible Burger launches on Air New Zealand flights. Wow. What a headline, hey?
I know. It received so much publicity. There's a lot of controversy, of course, around this story, but as we were doing a bit of research, you should have seen all of the responses and the articles and the attention that it received from mainstream news was wonderful. So I was very happy to see that. Do you want to read so I can eat?
Yeah. Air New Zealand is serving the plant-based Impossible Burger patty on its Los Angeles to Auckland flights, marketing the high-tech patty's Kiwi debut. The burger, which will be available in business premiere until late October, is served as a vegetarian meal featuring smoked Gouda cheese, caramelized onion and tomatillo cream with beetroot relish and pickle on the side.
Come on.
So the patty's plant-based, but the burger is vegetarian.
And I just go, why? Why would you put the damn cheese in? Why can't you just use vegan cheese?
And sadly, they're doing this at many locations around the US where the Impossible Burger is being sold. They are serving it with dairy cheese. So frustrating.
It's very frustrating. And I know that this is not necessarily for vegans. This is for, non-vegans to have a plant-based alternative, which is great.
Absolutely.
Very, very good.
And the two leading plant-based burgers on the market are the Beyond Meat Burger and the Impossible Burger.
Yeah.
So they're both making waves.
But solidified, baby cow formula? Why? Why do we have to do that? Just put in the vegan cheese.
The thing is, dairy is liquid meat. So, you're foregoing the actual meat. The flesh, but then you're still serving it with liquid meat. It's kind of... But that's because people don't make the connection that dairy is liquid meat.
I know, and it's just as bad, for the environment. It's bad for your body. It's bad for the animals. It's worse for the animals. Dairy is a horrific industry.
Because the suffering is prolonged.
Oh, anyhow. All right.
Much dairy is scary if you're not sure on how the dairy industry works.
Yes. So, Air New Zealand says we aligned with Impossible Foods when it comes. We align with
We also align with Impossible Foods when it comes to sustainability, and the opportunity to be the first airline in the world to offer this amazing burger was too good not to pursue. Of course,
it's not sustainable.
Dairy is not sustainable. No amount of animal products, from any industry are sustainable in terms of optimal relative sustainability. When you look at the work of Dr. Richard Oppenlander, the lead environmental consultant for the film Cowspiracy.
Right, so here is the interesting thing.
New Zealand Member of Parliament blasts Air New Zealand for promoting plant-based Impossible Burger instead of meat.
No, where's it? Oh, this is a string of juice. Look at those stringy bits on beans. I hate that. Like, what is that?
Nice though.
Yeah, cold. Okay. Thing was, Air New Zealand put out this video, this ad, promoting the plant-based burger. And this is the thing, it's not just that they're offering it as an option, but they were promoting it, and that's what really got people's beef. Get it? Alright, let's watch this video, this ad.
Paging passenger Richard. Passenger Richard.
Kia ora.
Yeah, kia ora.
Please proceed to gate round 19. Your flight is ready for boarding.
Is that... It's the Impossible Burger, right?
Yep, sure is.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I've never met a real celebrity before. Follow me. Okay. Ma'am, would you mind? Now, if you would spread your buns for me, sir. Just kidding. I know what you're made of. But I gotta see for myself.
This is the final boarding call for passengers traveling to Buenos Aires on flight KA
It's beautiful.
19.
Hey, Frankie, come look at this.
I mean, that's pretty good. They're really making a thing about it.
Yeah,
and
I like
hyping it up.
I like how they're hyping it
It's
up.
good.
Yeah.
I got this.
No. There's no metal in there. No beef either. It's the Impossible Burger. You know, the one made of plants, but it tastes like beef? Oh, it even smells like beef. Well, sir, it is a pleasure. And may I say, for a plant, you look very meaty. You guys have a great flight. See you next time. Thanks.
You know someone's gonna eat that, right?
The Impossible Burger. Now flying in business premier from LA to New Zealand.
Now someone's going to eat that. Let's imagine there was not dairy cheese there. You know, that's right. They're eating that. Plants are that.
Yeah.
They're not who.
Yeah. It's not
Yeah?
someone.
It's not someone.
Yeah, big difference. So that is a really good ad. I like the ad.
Me too.
Happy with the ad?
Very happy with the ad. I like how they hyped it up.
All right. But
What do you think of the ad?
yeah,
Let us know in the
I
comments.
mean, you know, it's a bit big and cheesy. It's corny, but it's good. I think it's good. So basically, this member of parliament is really upset that they're promoting the burger, not just offering it. They're
Yeah.
promoting it over homegrown beef and lamb.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's because beef and lamb are big exports of New Zealand.
Yeah, that's right. So
Again, we're talking about, it's all about
It's all about
economics.
money.
It's all about money.
yeah.
So this MP, this New Zealand MP wrote, disappointing to see Air New Zealand promoting a GE substitute meat burger on its flights to the USA. We produce the most delicious steaks and lamb on the planet, GMO and hormone free. The national carrier should be pushing out premium products and helping sell New Zealand to the world. Okay, just a few things there. So, hormone free. Animals are not naturally free of hormones. Just like human animals, we all have naturally occurring hormones. So you can't remove the naturally occurring hormones from the flesh of an animal.
What do you mean,
They're
sis?
naturally occurring. What they mean is no
Not
added
added.
hormones.
But that's so misleading.
So misleading.
So misleading.
Yeah, it's
That is
not
wrong.
hormone free. That is it's mislabeling, misleading, everything.
Very deceptive.
We produce the most delicious steaks and lamb on the planet. Again, they're products. We have turned living beings' flesh into products.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's disgusting.
It is disgusting. Now, there are several mixed responses to this ad. So, one person was displeased with this MP.
Disappointing to see you telling a privately owned company what they should be doing. They should do whatever makes them profitable and stay afloat. Technically, they should do they should do whatever is ethical
Yeah.
and makes them profitable, not just profit at all costs.
That's right, but how interesting, they do raise a good point, that government is getting involved and telling this company what they should and shouldn't be doing, and there's more to that story, so we're just going to pause on that.
Another user added that the burger is an alternative to the products he wants to promote, saying, you know it's a vegetarian burger, right? And that vegetarians don't eat lamb or beef, and that beef and lamb options are available to those who prefer them.
So they're still going to have meat served on the airline, you know, but what is the vegetarian, let alone a vegan, supposed to eat on this airline? They need to offer alternatives.
But coming from that, you know, meat-centric perspective and viewpoint, isn't it? Oh, everyone eats meat and lamb, you know?
And if you don't, bugger it.
Yeah.
No one's going to understand that besides Australians. Bugger it means, what does it mean?
Screw that.
Basically.
But one guy, this New Zealand MP's surname is Guy, but one user felt Guy, the New Zealand MP, had a point, writing, the rub here isn't Air New Zealand offering a vegetarian menu option, it is the fact it is actively promoting via video a food that is completely disassociated with New Zealand and the country's values of natural, pure and non-GMO aimed at displacing New Zealand products.
So that sums it up really well. It's the fact that they were promoting it through the video.
And can I just say that is completely disassociated with New Zealand and the country's values of natural, pure and non-GMO. What about the country's values of peace, justice, respect for life, you know?
The environment,
Exactly.
what, New Zealand doesn't have, values about having a clean planet, drinking clean water and having fresh air. Come on, these are universal values.
That's right.
Now, here's where it gets interesting. Well, we thought it was interesting, anyhow. There's the history of the company of Air New Zealand, and we'd love to hear what you guys think about this. You need a tissue, don't you?
I do. You got one?
I don't have one.
Damn.
How bad is it?
It's pretty bad.
Okay, the battery needs to be refreshed now anyway.
Pause. Okay,
You back?
I'm back.
All right.
A number of the country's MPs have attacked the airline for offering an American plant-based patty instead of the country's homegrown beef and lamb, with Acting Prime Minister Winston Peters saying Air New Zealand is an airline built by the New Zealand taxpayer, was privatised, was bailed out by the New Zealand taxpayer, and is there because of the taxpayer. Some of the taxpayers are the farming industry who want to ensure they get top end of the product market offshore, and our airline should be its number one marketer.
There you go. If that doesn't tell you everything, it's all about money. It's all about profit.
the money. All about the economy.
Now, here's the thing. The New Zealand taxpayer, do they really want to be subsidising these products that are destroying the environment, that are destroying people's health, that are cruel, that are violent? If people knew exactly where their money is going and supporting, I don't want to support that as a taxpayer.
I don't want to support other people's disease care.
Yeah.
When animal products have been scientifically linked to 14 of our 15 leading causes of death.
So if the government is going to speak on behalf
And they're not
of...
necessary for health. In fact, as I just said, the
That's
opposite
right.
is true.
If the government is going to speak on behalf of taxpayers and tell corporations what taxpayers want and don't want, then they better give people the full picture.
That's right.
There you go. We said it. We said it here on this channel. Okay. So a lot of mainstream news picked this up too. Mail Online. The headline.
Big mistake. So corny, this Mail Online.
And that's coming from us, and people call us corny.
I know. Farmers slam Air New Zealand for selling plant-based, vegan-friendly burgers
It's
on their
not
flights instead of
vegan-friendly.
beef. No, it's not vegan-friendly. So that's a mistake. There's a mistake in the
Yeah.
heading there. It's
Yeah.
not vegan-friendly.
Okay, so this is what it looks like. It looks pretty ordinary, doesn't it?
But non-vegan burgers also can look ordinary. You
Yeah,
know?
I mean, it's
like,
plain
They
food.
always show it looking at its, it's been meticulously put together for a video promotional ad, but it's slapped together for the airline.
It looks pretty crappy.
Yeah.
Here's someone eating it. That's hilarious. I wonder if this woman knew that she was being photographed in that moment. Taking a bite. But there you go. People are eating it. I mean, this is incredible.
Yeah.
When you think about it, you got wealthy people sitting in, what are they in, business class?
Business premier class, yeah.
Wow. their glass of red, they got a television, comfy seats, and they're eating a plant-based burger. It's the beginning.
Plant-based patty.
Patty.
Yeah. It's
the beginning of something.
Yeah.
Right now, you got to check out this guy. Oh, stop scraping! It's
Sorry,
so annoying.
Sorry, I know. Last one, right? Okay, we're good.
Thank God he's finished.
Okay.
All right, go read so I can eat.
So, the chief executive at Beef and Lamb New Zealand, Rod Slater, thought Air New Zealand should promote local meat in the same way it had the revolutionary plant burger.
Gee, I wonder why he thought that. Is it because he's from the meat industry?
It's an open challenge for Air New Zealand, and it should be an open invitation from farmers to invite them. There's a great story to tell, and who better to tell it than Air New Zealand?
I'll tell you a story.
Animal rights activists can tell you the story. Animal rights organisations can tell you the story. They take the animals, they shoot them in the head with a bolt gun, they hang them up by their ankle, they slit their throats, they bleed out, and they chop up their bodies and put them in plastic wraps and sell them at the supermarket.
That's your story.
That's your story. That's it. Mr. Slater said he was under no illusion plant-based burgers weren't going to be part of the future, but he wasn't sold on them being exact replicas of beef products. The actual hype...
I mean, is this guy in denial or what?
Absolutely.
You know?
It's difficult to get someone to understand something when their paycheck depends on them not understanding it. Perfect case here. The actual hype doesn't match up with what's being delivered. I've eaten an Impossible Burger and a Beyond Burger, and trying to be as open-minded as I could, even though I'm paid not to be.
It's my job to kill animals and promote them.
I was disappointed, Mr. Slater said. It's absolute rubbish that you can't tell the difference between those and a meat burger. I'll tell you who can tell the difference. The animals. They're who can tell the difference.
Your arteries can tell the difference.
The environment can tell the difference.
Your kids can tell the difference. Okay, if there's going to be a decent planet for them to live on, that's that story. I think it's very interesting.
What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. Very important. What do you think?
I reckon this MP, next time he's on a flight from LA to New Zealand, not only should he have the Impossible Burger, but he should watch the Kiwi film we mentioned the other week.
Pork pie.
Pork pie, that's what we watch. He can watch a vegan activist film while he's eating his plant-based burger on Air New Zealand.
I wonder, actually, if you can request it to not have the cheese or the cream.
I don't think so, because they pre-make plain food.
I know we spoke about that.
Yeah.
But you can have... There are such things as special meal requests. For example, a vegan meal is a special meal request which you request from the airline ahead of time. And if you're flying business premier, I'm pretty sure those customers would be bent over... Sorry. The airlines would bend over backwards to appease their business class customers.
This is not the Mile High Club, we've got vegan style. just cut all that, kids. Really sorry. Giving it family friendly.
It just slipped out. Anyway, I'm sure they'd be able to request, certainly in business class, they'd be able to take out the vegetarian cream and cheese.
Just quit while we're not ahead.
Quit
your comment
while we're
on
behind? No. All right.
Bad. Sorry.
Okay. Next story.
Put your comments down below.
Yes.
Keep them clean. Keep them family friendly.
Family friendly.
All right.
It reminds you of PewDiePie. Family friendly
Felix.
Family friendly Felix.
Family friendly Felix.
I don't know what comes next, but
we should make a song. Family friendly Nat and Luca. Family friendly Nat and Luca.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Again, I think this next story is showing us that we are moving forward.
Yeah, the trajectory is right, yeah?
This is how I feel it is. I gave you this analogy the other day. Imagine, like, you got something balancing.
Yeah.
Right? You know those things that you see that go like that? And we're right there where it's
pivoting.
Like,
We're at a pivotal point.
That's it. It's right there. And sometimes it goes this way and it's like, oh no, and then other times it's going, oh yeah. And it's doing this.
Yeah.
And one day it's going to go, whoop, vegan.
Yeah, it's like you're right. It's like
right there.
Carnage coming to life, playing out in real life.
And for those of you who missed it, Carnage was a mockumentary film by Simon Amstel, who is going to be at the UK Vegan Camp.
Yes, who's excited about Simon Amstel speaking? And we can't wait, because we've watched that film like 3 times. I think we loved it so much.
We reviewed it, we talk about it all the time, and we desperately want to get an interview with him for the podcast. Would be amazing.
So if anyone knows Simon and wants to just tee that up for us, I mean, we'll ask him ourselves when we're there, but hey, if you know him, we could contact him ahead of time and tee that up. That'd be great.
We should try. Anyway, beside the point. So Carnage was showing the future as being a vegan world.
Yeah, in 2050, and how we got to that vegan world from today in it was made last year, I think, 2017.
Whatever. So the point is, like, the things that they were showing leading up to that point, I feel like this is the Air New Zealand Impossible Burger. This is this next story coming up. It's all of these things that are like becoming more mainstream, and they're pushing the envelope a little bit more each time. So this story here.
WeWork launches company-wide meat ban to protect the environment. Excellent.
Now that's amazing. So WeWork is a major corporation specializing in co-working spaces and fostering startups.
WeWork will no longer be serving meat at company events, nor will it reimburse the cost of meat for its employees. The ban will cover red meat, poultry and pork, and will impact WeWork's roughly 6,000 employees. So half glass full, that is absolutely fantastic. Half glass empty, the fish. You know, the fish always are left out. They always cop it. You know, there's still, I don't know, seemingly a misperception out there that fish don't feel pain.
But I mean,
put a hook in your mouth and drown you, and that's exactly how a fish would feel being plucked out of the water.
What I don't understand
with a hook in its mouth
is that fish is meat. Like,
that's right.
It's not a vegetable.
It's meat from the sea.
It's not dairy. It's not an egg. What is it? It's meat. It's still flesh.
Yeah.
And if they're talking about sustainability, well, hello.
Scientists have predicted that we're facing fishless oceans by 2048. And remember that the oceans produce at least 50% of the oxygen that we breathe here on Earth. So if the oceans die, we die.
All right,
so
glass half full.
Okay.
They're doing this.
The company was clear in stating that the move was motivated by environmental concerns. So they really need to watch Cowspiracy in that case, don't they?
I mean, I assume that they would have watched it, you know?
Yeah, according to a company-wide email shared by CNN, WeWork anticipates it will save an estimated 16.7 billion gallons of water.
That's massive.
445.1 million pounds of CO2 emissions, and over 15 million animals by 2023 with the change of policy. Now that is fantastic news for those 15 million animals. Absolutely fantastic. Co-founder Miguel McKelvey also added that the culinary team has worked hard to create a sustainable, plentiful and delicious menu. Okay, again, if the menu includes seafood, it's not sustainable. If it includes any animal products at all, because dairy's not even in there either. Dairy is liquid meat, remember. So I'm sorry to keep going the half glass empty, half glass full, but we have to. It's true.
We have to, you know, to those dairy cows.
I take that apology away, actually.
No, you shouldn't apologise for it. You know, those dairy cows would be saying, awesome, you know, if they could speak. Awesome for the beef cows, but what about us? You know, we're still here. We're still being forcibly impregnated. We're still having our babies stolen. We're still being overmilked. We're still going through this pain, and we're still going to be murdered at the end of the day. So we have to keep speaking for them, and the chickens as well, for the eggs.
Yeah, for the eggs,
you know,
exactly. Yeah.
Ethically, we can't just say, oh, great, they've taken off, you know, some or most flesh off the menu.
We have to look at animal products, all of them the same.
Yeah.
Fish, eggs, chicken, beef, lamb, pork, dairy, all the same in the animal's ability to suffer, and that they all result in the needless murder of innocent sentient beings who don't want to die.
Yeah.
Conscious company. This is not the first sign WeWork has shown of having an environmental conscience. A zero waste plan is also detailed on the company website, where it says the goal is to make WeWork as planet friendly as possible. Reusable bottles, compostable cups and glasses have taken the place of the plastic cups formerly used at WeWork, while the company has also upgraded its recycling system to better serve the planet. Now this is great.
Good.
This is what we mean, part of what we mean when we say being vegan is not the most we can do, it's the least we can do. Part of what else we can do is stuff like this, moving towards zero waste. However...
But wait, before you go on to that, I just want to say that again, this is the future where companies are starting to think more consciously and follow through with actions. Yeah. What we don't want to see are these token actions. It's kind of like they pay lip service, like, oh, we're going green.
Yeah,
but then they're doing all this other stuff over here.
Sustainable and green are words that have been hijacked. And they're practically meaningless. They do have meanings, but they're empty words in terms of how many corporations, you know, promote themselves.
Yeah, but I love what they're doing and the fact that they are taking action on that, and to continue that, to be authentic in their intention, they are going to have to drop all animal products. Otherwise, it's, you know, again, dairy.
Yeah. That's like in Cowspiracy, for example, taking shorter showers, changing the shower heads to more water efficient shower heads. What else to measure? Oh, turning off the lights, those type of things. They're all good things, but they pale in comparison if one is still consuming animal products, given that animal products are one of the leading causes of environmental destruction.
So I think they're going to get there.
On so many levels.
I think they're going to get there. This is how they're thinking and feeling. They're already taking action. They're going to get there.
Yeah.
However,
The trade union blasts WeWork and their meat-free policy. So it's condemned the recent choice of co-working giant WeWork to no longer serve or allow employees to expense the cost of meat. What do they say?
they say,
They should not be left out of pocket if they choose to eat meat. Actually, they absolutely should be. Meat is the new tobacco. And just as we tax cigarettes and tobacco, we should be taxing meat. Because it is one of the leading causes of environmental destruction, as we've said. Our leading cause of death on this planet is heart disease, a completely foodborne illness that if we stop eating animal products and we minimize our intake of saturated fat from whole plant foods and base our diet on whole plant foods, we can avoid.
yeah. So the question to the union would be, well, do you also think that companies should be paying for smokers? Should they be covering those costs?
Yeah.
No company's going to think. They may have years ago, decades ago, because that was what was considered normal.
Remember, doctors were promoting smoking.
You know?
Meat is the new tobacco because doctors still promote meat to this day, even though the World Health Organization has classified
That's insane.
processed meats as a class 1 or group 1 carcinogen.
And this is where it's like the film
in the
Carnage.
same group as asbestos,
Yeah.
tobacco, and what's the other one? Asbestos and tobacco, yeah. Possibly plutonium.
And this is where it's like
Definitely plutonium.
sure,
Sorry.
this is where it's like the film Titanium.
Carnage.
Carnage, where you're seeing this struggle between what we're used to doing, what we've always done, and what needs to be done. What's the next step? And it's going to go a little struggle, and then we're going to break through and get to the future and wake up and take off our silly fog glasses that keep us very in the dark.
The meat fog.
The meat fog.
I should say the animal products fog.
That's right.
The animal use fog. Okay, WeWork has also clearly indicated that its policy team is open to discussion of any medical or religious exceptions to the rule.
All right. Well, that's easy. No religion on earth mandates that you have to eat animals or meat.
And from a medical standpoint, it's 14 of the 15 leading causes have been scientifically linked to eating animal products. So there shouldn't be a medical exception for eating meat because there is no requirement to eat meat. That's what makes eating animals so needless. There is not a single nutrient found in animal products that didn't first come from the plant kingdom. So why don't we just eat the plants directly and stop filtering our nutrients through the animal's body, and we'll lower our rates of chronic illness and disease and death.
It makes sense. So therefore, there should be no exceptions to their no meat rule.
That's right.
Excellent.
The only thing they should do is go ahead and include no seafood and no dairy and no eggs.
There you go. That's
There you
what
go.
we think about it. What do you think about it?
Yes.
It's very interesting. I see this as the future is happening. Like it's where,
Yep.
this obviously wouldn't have happened 10 years ago, 5 years ago, not even 2 years ago. It's happening now.
That's right. Change.
There's a shift.
There is, and change happens much faster than we think. So we need to all keep pushing forward. We need to keep promoting anti-speciesism. So not just meatless Mondays, eating less meat, flexitarianism, reducitarianism, vegetarianism. All of those are not good enough. We have to keep promoting anti-speciesism. However,
And we say they're not good enough coming from the victim's perspective.
That's it.
And if we put ourselves in the victim's shoes,
none of those
it wouldn't
measures would be
for
good
us
enough,
either.
right? And so therefore
Okay?
they shouldn't be good enough for the animals. Do unto others as we would have done unto ourselves.
They're good steps.
They're good steps.
But we need to follow through
Yeah.
with the full intention of causing the least amount of harm possible to our innocent animal cousins.
And given that we can do that, we should do that. What do you guys think?
I think that ended up being a lot tastier than I expected,
We both nailed it.
except for this very stringy bean.
All right, guys, remember to let us know in the comments, what did you have to eat with us today? What are your thoughts on any of the topics that we've discussed?
Yeah, I think I think it's interesting what's happening in the world. I think we're at that
Pivotal point.
Pivotal
It's a
point.
pivotal
We're making
point.
it happen.
Which side of history are you going to choose to be on?
Basically, that's
the
what
right
it comes
side
down to.
or the immoral side?
That's what it comes down to, and corporations are in this as well. They have so much power. Imagine having 6,000 people every day that come to you, and you are in control of what they're eating in your workplace. Wow.
The corporations are the second most powerful entities on the face of this planet. You know who the most powerful are? The consumers. Because we decide what the corporations produce based on what we demand every time we pull out our wallet and use cash or plastic.
That's it. People power.
That's it.
All right, thank you so much for watching. We want to hear all about your thoughts and what you're eating, everything that we've said down below in the comments.
Like, share, subscribe, and remember until next time that going vegan is not the most we can do.
It's the least we can do. See you next video.
Bye, guys.